It says I'm live. The StreamYard sneaks up on me all the time. Good evening. Or is it good morning, good day, good afternoon? Maybe to some of you, good night, but wherever you are, welcome. Welcome to Biz with Joy. Grow your business in style. Leaders leaving legacies. By now, I'm sure you know I love the word legacy, and I hope you do as well. My friends, this is somewhat of a sad night, and I don't like to be sad. I like to be joyous and happy and bubbling over with enthusiastic energy and zest for whatever we're about. Because I always say we, because we're a team and we all work together. But let me share with you this. I have been attempting for quite some time to put something together. But before I do that, let me say for those of you who might come later and don't know, I am Joy Ruffen, and my work is as a leadership and style consultant, a signature style specialist, speaker, executive producer, TV host, and podcaster. Started Biz to Biz because of the pandemic, because my work is predominantly with women who are transitioning, women who want to have more style and amp up their wow factor, a little bit more pizzazz, that's a little bit more elegant, filled with grace and dignity and all of that good stuff. Oh, it's a wonderful journey we take together. But I'm segueing not away from that, but from Biz to Biz, which I started because of the pandemic. And men were wanting to come aboard. And even though a few came, quite a few in the beginning, my God, it's almost been 3 years, it began to wane off because my concentration and my love is definitely with working with us women to get us ready to step into our leadership role and to consume it with the passion and the love that we have for life and for supporting others. I attempted, and I've been doing it now for quite a while, to begin to get this Biz to Biz to another platform, spiritual, that I wanted to do. And the gods, karma, destiny, whatever name you choose to use, it just didn't fit. It wasn't the time. So something said to me, hold back, because so many good things began to come my way, several, that I can't spread myself. None of us can, too thin, because ultimately we harm and hurt ourselves when the whole plight and mission purpose is to be able to support others. So that said, I bid you adieu. So long for now. Stay tuned, because we're only going on hiatus for a while. To the end of the year, the beginning of 2024, I don't know how it's going to play out, but it will. Until then, this is my last Biz to Biz. So I thought I'd start with this tonight. Oh, because it's so important. No matter what type of work you're doing, whatever your mission or purpose of calling might be, how do we navigate with our words? Are we impeccable with our words? How many of you are familiar with Don Miguel? I think his middle name is Ruiz, or maybe the last, I don't know. I think everybody more or less knows, not everybody, but a lot of people know Don Miguel, who wrote the 4 agreements. They're all absolutely fantastic. We have to blend and connect the 4 of them together. I'm not going to share that with you tonight, because being a wordsmith, loving the power, the love, and the study of words, I thought this was apropos to finish tonight off with, just for now, until we get back. Just a little hiatus. But are we impeccable with our words, no matter what our business might be? I think it's time, because of this new era we're entering into, and we are, no matter where your head sits, whatever realm that you're dancing in and what you're doing, things are changing, and changing for the best. But you know how that applies sometimes. You start off and it's like, whoo, chaotic. And then it begins to pan out and people begin to get their wings and begin to fly. Everything takes time. But trust me, no, trust you. Things are changing. And if you have any sensibilities or sensitivities or kind of knowing, you already feel that. You know that things are going to be different and ultimately the best for most everyone in time. Everything is time. So I thought I'd start off with this. Are we impeccable with our words? Taking it from the 4 agreements. And I love quotes. I think you do too, from what I'm seeing and hearing, because quotes are powerful in so many ways. And I like to edify and speak to the person who said this. But here's what we're going to start with tonight. One of the quotes. And he said, speak with integrity. You know that honesty is one of my favorite words, but we're going to go on with the quote. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or gossip about others. Use the power of your words in the direction of truth and love. Well, well, well. How many of you, welcome, by the way, how many of you really know that that's my mantra? That's my foundation. Truth, love, and beauty, words, the power of them and how to use them. If you're here for the first time, thank you for coming and sharing time and space. I know how active everyone is. And share out the video. Sharing is love. Oh, it's a good way to begin and to end sometimes. So that said, take that to heart and soul, connect it, because it speaks. And at the top of that list, when we talk about ethics, integrity, it just belongs there. And this is another one that adds on to it. And these are all his words. Oh, I'd love to claim them, but I can't. But I can utilize them. I can imprint them in my heart, body, and soul. When you are impeccable, you take responsibility for your actions, but you do not judge or blame yourself or others. Now, how much more profound in depth and knowing can one be? Because isn't that the truth? My heavy, absolutely humongous sense of discernment is never ending. I see. I don't blame. I say, God bless. I blow kisses from here in my heart. I label them out in words. I don't blame, because I know that we all get our lessons at different times. We all come to the table with different knowledge and different knowing and even different types of love. Love is universal. It's the ultimate power. Yet it's different for any, every, and all. But the base bottom line is at first, because you really can't love anyone until you love yourself. That's so hard for so many of us to take in. It was for me. And then even when you began to really get your wings and love completely and thoroughly, and it's ongoing, you don't get it completely, totally, but it can be unconditional. It can be limitless. It can be infinite. Because when you get that, you're able to love someone else, even with their warts and all the things that they might have, because you see them and love them as you see them. There is no perfect. We all know that. I thought there's no better way to begin and to end than with that. The Four Agreements, Don Miguel. How many years ago did that book come out? I don't recall. But I know even then, when I was still, and I'm still now, in the process of my awakening and growing and evolving, every part of that book resonated with my soul. I knew that here was someone who had walked the walk, talked the talk, and was about sharing what he had gathered. And when you read that, if you haven't, you'll know that. If you don't know, love, perennial ongoing student, me, and love to share, but not everything, because much of it you have to go and gather for yourself. If you're not familiar with that book, it's a teeny tiny little booklet. Go and get it, make it your, well, it doesn't have to be your Bible, but it can be very close to it, because the words are impeccable in that book. The way he expresses what he wants to say and how he says it, powerful. So that's it. And I would think that that would be a great beginning for us tonight, my friends. It is, and along with it goes this powerful saying, let's take it to heart. You know, I always connect the heart and soul. Because if they're not connected, it means that that love of self and who we're striving to get to know and to love ourselves, it's not quite there. It has to be connected. The heart and soul, mind, body, and spirit then all comes into play with you. It's a beautiful thing. It is a saying here that I think you'll like as well. It is, and along with it goes this powerful saying, let's take it to heart. Words are our containers for power. You choose what kind of power they carry. Now, that was said by someone. Ooh, I might be stepping on toes here, but I didn't do that. Don't try to be politically correct anymore, because so much of what needs to be said is not being said. It's not judgmental. It's just what you see and what you know and what you feel, and what you see needs a little correcting. And this was said by Joyce Meyer, Meyer, Meyer. I think it's Meyer. And along with that one, this lady has built a reputation that is not to be disputed. There are so many souls out here among us. You might not completely agree with everything they have to say and their persona and how they project and present. There might be some questionable, which is good, things that you see, hear, and feel. But if you have that sensitivity, you can't knock their strong, undeniable belief in what they're sharing with you and me, whether you completely agree or not. And that just simply says that you're on your way to really getting your wings to fly like the eagle through and over the storm. It's a progress. It's a process. And the progress that you make is contingent upon where your head sits at this moment in time. Along with that one goes this one. You can change the course of your life with your words. That was said by Anonymous. Now, you know I love Anonymous and Unknown because I don't have to attempt to pronounce these wonderful, beautiful names that I have a hard time with. But Anonymous, you can change the course of your life with your words. Isn't it easier when you're really, and I don't like the word, but I'm going to use it, pissed off at someone about something that they said or did to you or towards you, about you, and you, but then rather than come back and say something that's going to be detrimental in the long run for both, why not just breathe and take it in and think for a second or two, however you go about it, whatever your style. You know, I love the word style because style applies to everything that we do. And my work is a signature style specialist. It means how you show up and all of that, but it's so much more. What's emanating from the inside that shows up on the outside? Some people run from that. Some people run to it. It's all contingent upon you and where you are in this huge galaxy, in this collective. But when you feel something and you want to say something and it's not going to come out where it's positive feedback, then you just need to hold back and think for a second and wrestle with your words. How do you want to deliver them where they can be taken in and utilized to both of your advantages? Sometimes that's not possible because some people just aren't ready to receive feedback, even when it's delivered in love. And we have to understand that that's part of their journey. Bless them, blow kisses, and turn away in love because it's just not their time. And maybe whatever it is you wanted to deliver, they can't receive it. You know, again, when we talk about unknown and anonymous, there's zillions of them out there in the quote world because everybody today has their way. I've come up with something that was given to me and I rather love it. All of us have a little bit of ham, turkey, and bologna within us, don't you think? I do. And there's nothing wrong with that if the humility and the humor is there with it. Joyisms and the joy equation and all of this is part of my name and a lot of other people who have the name Joy. But I'm going to start using a lot more joyisms, and rather than unknown or anonymous, I'll put joyisms there because that's a way of expressing how I want to connect with those who are tuning in and listening. The assignment for all of us in leadership, and let me share this with you for those of you who might not know. For me, there are 5 different passions and absolute consuming passions that are within my heart and soul that my assignment is to share with those of you who are ready to partake. Some are not. It took me a long time to embrace and accept that. I understand it now. It's all about leadership of ourselves first, femininity at its highest realm. I'll leave it at that for now because this is not the topic of the night for this, but femininity, which includes sensuality and sexuality at its highest realm, somehow gone to the back burner. Power, love the word power, especially when you align it with love, because love is a universal, ultimate power. There's no question about that. And then along with that comes style and passion, aligned with all of those. Style is your technique, your manner, how you show up, your method. It doesn't necessarily always mean just the outer exterior of you. And that's why for me, getting away from that, because I began to see that a lot of people were dressing and putting on all the labels and all the different things that were fashionable and trendy and current. And the inside was not showing up. There was something still missing there. So it's for those who really want to get to know their own sense of style, their signature, and how they show up, showing, presenting, showcasing, spotlighting the beauty and the love that's within, as within, without. Don't we all know that? As above, so below. It hasn't changed since the beginning of time. The wardrobe has changed. The style of dress has changed. What was popular and current back in the day, gone. But yet, the foundation of how you show up still matters, especially if you're in leadership, because people are scaling down, 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 down. And you want people to rise, to fly. And you can't do that until you really get to know who you are. And we all know, going back to this, that there are tons and tons of entertainers, celebrities, well-known, iconic people that we all know, we've all read about, gave us their gift, gave us their talent, gave us their heart. They didn't give it to themselves because of all that misery that we discover, some of us after the fact. Drugs and alcohol and sex and so on and so forth. This is part of the human race, so that's who we are. So we all can't be, nobody's perfect anyway. But your assignment while here in this earth school is to get to know who you are and be impeccable with your words when you speak to people. Real power is about self-empowerment. You can't give power to anybody. Some people take it and they run with it and they think because they were assigned and they won in a race or a contest. No. Sooner or later, the essence of you will come through. And that desire for power, the desire for it, the hunger for it, can be deadly, can be extremely deadly. Friends, let me say this to you. This might be a do for now for Biz to Biz, but I will come back at some point in time. I'm not going to deliver a date and time because I really don't know, but I know when the time comes, I will be the first here to broadcast it with you. I'd also like to share with you, if you are not a member of my Leading Ladies Leaving Legacies, take a screenshot or a snapshot. Go, join. Great group of women there. And the community that we're building is that you can connect and align with them so that everyone is connected with each other. Collaborations, that's what we look for. Peruse through my website, which we're tweaking. Seems like we're always tweaking it. And that's not because I'm a perfectionist, but I do like things just so. I don't settle. I don't reside in mediocrity because I want things to be just right. But there's enough there for you to get enough food for thought. And here's something that I want to share with you. This is a link that's a freebie, Designing You. And here's the link. Take a screenshot or a snapshot. Let me tell you why. Because one of the things that I've discovered in all the years that I've been playing around, is that many of us, myself included, we truly want to know ourselves. Many of us think that we really know ourselves, but we don't. It doesn't matter what your faith or belief might be. There's so many ways that you can get a lot of powerful, profound, insightful information about you that will help you on your journey. And this is one. There's a lot of freebie information here, but then if you want to take it further, that's an assignment that you can only make for yourself. But let me tell you, it'll be the best investment you make in yourself. And the other thing too, before I go here, let me also say to you that I thought I had it here. Hold on, I think I do. I have coming up November, here it is. Woo-hoo. November the 2nd. It's going to be my last masterclass for quite a while because I'm tweaking and changing everything around. I will still continue with my style work because that's part of my DNA. My heart and soul is crying to get that more out into the stratosphere. I'm going to be changing quite a bit the type of classes that I do in the workshops and the play shops that I do. But if you can come, take a snapshot or screenshot, and it's posted almost everywhere. Go and register, because you won't regret coming, because there are going to be lots of perks that I'll be sharing with you there. And it's going to be a fun endeavor. And when I come back with whatever I decide, however I decide to, it's going to be the same, but it's going to be a little bit more exciting, a little bit more intriguing. It's good now. It's better than good. But I'm going to make it better because of all the things I've learned. Isn't life about learning? And every time you learn something, you implement and tie it into whatever you're doing so that you can continue to grow? I think so. I'm doing also a Meet with Joy every Monday at 3 p.m. And that's to go out over Facebook land everywhere, because I really want to expand the group and get to know more people and bring you more into the fold. And your assignment is really to come and meet and greet with me here or in my group, Facebook group, Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies, and to meet and greet the other ladies. There's no copy comparing or competing. We get to know each other and grow with each other. I've met so many fabulous women. Many of them I brought into the Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies broadcast every Wednesday night at 7 p.m., which goes out over 137 different platforms. It is a good investment in you, because then it becomes evergreen. It's forever out there. And then I give you a lay of the land so that you make sure you show up as your best self. So if you've not done that, greet and meet with me there on Mondays, Facebook Live on my personal profile page. Let me just end with this. The creator, the designer, and the builder in you, it really wants to surface and rise to be all that it's here to be. We seek leaders here. That's not denying or putting down those who are not quite ready to be in leadership or feel that it's not for them. Leaders are people who really want to know and love themselves first and get to know who they are. And then whatever that learning process was, to share it out with others. And that's a lot of what we do here and what we'll be doing when I start something new, which is in embryo now, but it will blossom, it will bloom, and the seed, hopefully, or the prayers that you will be a part of it. Leadership means that you are the connector, you are the promoter, you are the conduit, you are able to be the catalyst that channels something into others that enables them to empower themselves. Because you just can't hand it out. A lot of people step into a position and a title, and they think that, well, here I am the leader of power. Nah, it doesn't work that way. And sooner than later, people will begin to fade away, because they'll begin to see, sense, and feel the impact of you. At this beautiful meeting that I attended this morning, it's the Laws of Life, a group that I'm a part of. I'd love to be more involved with it. Unfortunately, because of all the stuff, I don't make excuses, not able to. I attempt to get there twice a month. Sometimes it's one. This was a month that I was so happy to be there, because I'm going to leave you with something that was shared with all of us there. And it resonated with me to the marrow of my bones, because this is what my intention is. Am I there yet? Not yet, but I will be. And this person, I wish I could remember his name. I'm so bad with it. He said, many of us in business, I'm adding a little bit of my own to this, we can get our clients and they can be very satisfied with what we're doing and what we're delivering. But that's not good enough. You want to have clients who rave about you, who think you are the cat's meow, the top of the top, the best of the best. And that means you're giving them all that you can of your love, your knowledge, your knowing, and your expertise. And even at that, sometimes you'll have those who will come in and they just will not be there for you. You see, this was a long and a hard lesson for me to learn. Many people who smirk or turn away or just walk away from you, it's not you, it's them. For all the things that they're dealing with, bless them, because they can't see you. They can't feel you. They can't get to know you because they don't know themselves. Someone said to me the other day, Joy, you're always smiling. You always have a smile on your face. Well, not really, But why go around? What good does that do? I like to take the high road. I'm an explorer by heart, by nature. I love learning. I love meeting new people and making new connections, even though, and this is hard for some people to believe, I'm not the first one to run up and grab the mic and start blah, 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 blah. I like to sit back and I started out as an observer because I didn't want to be that silly little girl sitting in the back because, well, in the front with all the wrong answers, because it takes me a while to take stuff in. But now that's the least of my concerns because I've learned over the years, painfully so sometimes, that it's not ever really and truly, as I'm beginning to grow and blossom myself, about me. It's about the other person. And that doesn't mean that I knock or deny or denigrate or no. I just say, time to move on. They're not ready. It's not their time. And maybe there's something in me that's bringing up something in them that they just can't accept or acknowledge right now. Because I see truth, love, and beauty everywhere. And I don't exaggerate that fact. But so many people don't see that in themselves. They think this Americanized sense of beauty is all that there is. And trust me, my friends, that is not it. And it's only when you get to know and feel that from within you that you know. And this takes a lot of emotional healing, security, intelligence that will get you to the stability and the abundance that you seek. And I think we all seek it. No thinking involved, in different ways. Money, we all need. Can't live without it. Have to have it. But don't let it be the end all be all of your existence. Be patient, kind, and considerate, because everybody is more or less doing the best that they can. And some people want what you offer, but they can't. And you have to find ways to allow them to come to you in grace with dignity. However you do that. Well, I went off for a tangent again, didn't I? Well, I always do. One of the things that you hear me say all the time, it's always about truth, love, and beauty. What are your ethics? Where's the honor and the integrity in you? And when we say, are we impeccable with our words? We need to be. We need to be more mindful. You, me, all of us. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or gossip about others. Use the power of your words in the direction of truth and love. Well, my friends, that's what I began with, and that's what I end with, because I don't think there's a better ending. And when I say to you, join me if you can on November the 2nd, the link is everywhere for you to join. I'll put it up here once again. Take a screenshot or a snapshot. Please do. Joyful Mondays on my personal profile page. And if you're not a member of my group, Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies, I do love the word legacy, not only because I'm a happy senior, I just love the word legacy for a lot of different reasons. And when we meet one-on-one and we talk, we can share some of that. But in the meantime, know this. Every moment that you step away from whatever it is you're about to engage with someone else, you are sharing, hopefully, the love and the intent that you have to impact another in love. There's nothing better than that. So I bid you adieu with biz to biz for now. So long for now, but stay tuned. You never know. As my friend says, you never know what's with you, Joy. I didn't realize that was part of my DNA, but maybe it is. But it's all in love. And it's always to bring you only the best of the best, the top of the top, upscale all the way. I don't deal with mediocrity and those who just settle and reside. It's okay. I get where they're at. I understand that. No blame. But that's not the group of leaders that I want to be with, and neither do you if you're in leadership. So my friends, be and stay well. Look after you so you can look after all the people who need you, who need your love and everything that you have there to offer. I send you much, much, much love from my heart to your heart. Embrace it. It's sincere, it's real, it's genuine. And I'll see you again like soon. How about tomorrow night? So long for now. I bid you adieu. Cheers.